Hi there. Today we are going to talk about multiplying two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers, but specifically multiples of 10. This goes with lesson 7.4 in your book. So we are going to be multiplying two-digit numbers by tens and multiples of 10. Okay, our I can statement is I can use, let me back that up. I can find product by multiplying two-digit numbers by multiples of 10. As we remember, a factor times a factor equals a product. Remember, factories create products, so it's an easy way to remember. Let's look at our first example. Let's say we have 12 times 20. Okay, we also know that we can pretend like that 0 is not there, and we can do 12 times 2 for this number. So 12 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2, and we also know as a basic math fact that 12 times 2 is 24. Then we place our 0 back, and we have 240. Another example, 21 times 30. That arrow there too. Okay, first we look at our basic fact that we can see here. Well, we know 21 times 3 is a pretty easy product to come up with, and I'm going to sneak this down here a little bit. 21 times 3 is 63. We place our 0, and we have our answer, 630. Third example. Let's do 35 times 20. Now, in this situation, when we see that 2, we should be thinking doubles, doubling. So 35 times 2, if we double that number, let's just write it this way so we can practice our short multiplication. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry our tens place. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So we know that that is 70. Then we place our extra 0 that we have, and we get a 700. I'll pause so that you can take note. Let's do a few more examples. Example 4. Okay, let's do 63 times 20. Put our 2-column note, although we're not actually using it to separate anything right now. We look at our basic fact here. Again, when we see a 2, we should think double. 63 times 2. We'll do it this way just to show our short multiplication. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. We place our answer here and place our 0 back again. And our answer is 1,260. Let's do another example. Let's do 27 times 60. I see a fact here, 27 times 6. So we can do 27 times 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Place our 2, carry our tens place of 4s. 6 times 2 is 12, plus our 4 is 16, which gives us 162. And we have to remember to go back and place that 0 that we took out. And our answer is 1,620. Let's just do one more as an example. 66 times 40. We see 66 times 4 is a problem that we could work. Currently, we know how to do 2-digit times 1-digit multiplication. 4 times 6 is 24, so I place my 4. I carry my tens value of 2. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 2 is 26. That's going to be my answer with the 0 placed back on the end, since we took it out to make this easier. And my answer is 2,640. So you have just learned how to multiply a 2-digit times a 2-digit number. When you take the 0 out, you can treat it just like a 1-digit number. This would also look like 66 times 40, if you wanted to write it that way. Another way you can write it is like this. You can place the 0 here and then work your math as usual. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 2 is 26. And it shows that we get the same. But you can only do this when the ones place is a 0. Basically, you're just moving it out of the way so that you can put it again below and then work the multiplication fact with the 1-digit multiplying times 4. One thing that I do want to show you, just in case you ever see it on a test, if you have a number that's a 2-digit times a 2-digit number, let's take this one for example. We know that this is, because we know partial products, we know this is 0 times 6, and this is 0 times 60. And this is 40 times 6, and this is 40 times 60. I'm multiplying this 4 times this 6, that's 40. I'm not sure why it's wigging out on me like that, but so 0 times 6 is 0. 0 times 60 is 0. 4 times 60, if we do the basic math, that's 24. We place our 0. And then 4 times 6 is 24. And place our 2 zeros. Now I'm going to have to move over here, and I'm going to just rewrite these numbers so that I can add them up. I won't place the 0. And we come up with the same answer. Sometimes you will see this in a table, in case you ever see it in a table. And it will look something like this. Okay? You will have your number 66, 60, and 6, and 40, and 0. And so then you can just place these answers where they go. So 40 times 60 2,400. And 40 times 6 would be 240. And 0 times 60 is 0. And 0 times 6 is 0. So sometimes you will see your partial products placed in a table. And I just want you to be slightly familiar with this in case you see it. That's what you're looking at. You already know how to do partial products. You already know how to multiply using multiples of 10. So they may show it to you in the form of a table. And you're just multiplying 40 times 60, 40 times 6, 0 times 60, and 0 times 6, like we just did here. These are our 4 partial products. And this is the end of the lesson for today.